Now let's look at another equation, solving the logarithm equation. So I have log space 12 of x plus log space 12 of 4x minus 22 plus 1. So these equation have two logarithm, and the right side is equal to 1. So we're gonna pay attention to the plus. The plus telling us that we're gonna have to use the product rule, right? So the product. So what product? The logarithm of the base of what times what? Of x times 4x minus 22. So x times 4x minus 22. And the right side still the same, is equal 1. Now you have the logarithm equal to a number. Then now you're going to have to use the logarithm rule. The definition, apply the definition. Apply definition. Then we're going to take 12 raised to the power 1 because logarithm is the exponent. So 12 raised to the power 1 is equal what? Is equal to this. Okay, so equal to x times 4x minus 22. So after we got this, since one side of the equation is not equal to 0, it's not like this, then we cannot say, oh, x equals 0 or 4x minus 22 equals 0. This is not true because our left side is equal 12. So the only way that we can do next is gonna distribute the parentheses. Okay, so I'm gonna have 4x squared minus 22x is equal to 12. Now we're gonna find a way to solve this. So remember, you can factor this or you can use the quadratic formula. So in order to use the quadratic formula or factor, I will have to bring everything to one side. So I have 4x minus 22x minus 12 equal to 0 by subtracting 12 on both sides. Okay, and then I'm gonna make this symbol. So I'm gonna use quadratic formula where I have my B is negative 22, and my C is negative 12. So x equal negative 22 plus and minus square root of negative 22 squared minus 4 times A. Times A is 4, and then times C is negative 12. Okay, let me remove this. So x equal negative b plus and minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. All right, so over 2a is 4. So 2 times a is 2 times 4. All right, so now we're going to simplify this quadratic answer. So we're going to have positive 22 plus and minus square root of negative 22 squared, negative 22 squared minus 4 times 4 times negative 12, which is square root of 676, which is 26. Okay, so I'm gonna take the square root already. So it's gonna be square root of 26. So instead of adding those things, I'm gonna add in 26 and all over 8. Now combine the numerator, I will have 22 plus 26 is 48 over 8. So this gives you x is 48 over 8. And the second x gonna be 22 minus 26, which is negative 4, so negative 4 over 8. And of course, we need to simplify the fraction, so 48 over 8 is 6. And negative 4 over 8 is negative 1/2. So we have two answers, which is 6 and negative 1/2. And again, we need to double check our domain to see which one will satisfy the equation. So our domain here, you have the first argument is the x, right? So we need to make sure the x must be greater than 0. And we also need to make sure 4x minus 22 need to greater than 0. So from that, this gives you 4x must be greater than 22 over 4, which is 11 over 2. Okay, 11 over 2 is equal to 5.5. Okay, so it means if you look at on the number line 0 right here, 5.5 is here. The first condition x greater than 0 is give you the domain is right here. And the second condition give you the domain is greater than 5.5. So we take the intersection, which is this part right here. So finally, our domain for the whole entire equation is we need to make sure x is greater than 5.5. So the only between these two solutions, the only thing that satisfies is x equals 6. So this is our solution. So final solution will x equals 6, not this one. All right. How about second one, log space 8 of x minus 3 and log space 8 of 15. So since you have logarithm equal to the logarithm, we're going to apply the third property, which is logarithm of b. Logarithm base b of m is equal logarithm base b of n, then the m is equal to n. So all we need to do is set the argument equal to each other. So we have x minus 3 equal 15, and from that we have x equal 18. And from the first logarithm, we have domain is x minus 3 greater than 0, which is x greater than 3. The second argument is a number, so we don't have to care about that. And look like x and 18. X greater than 3, 18 is actually greater than 3. So this is our solution. Okay. One last one here is we have the logarithm of x plus 4 minus logarithm of 15 equal logarithm of 9x plus 3. So in your equation, you have 3 logarithms. So, and we're going to pay close attention to the negative. So because it's a negative, subtraction will go with the quotient, okay, so which is the second formula. So we will have this equal to the logarithm of the quotient of the argument. So my argument is x plus 14 over 15. It's gonna equal to the right hand side, still the right hand side, 9x plus 3. Okay, so once again, the equation will become the logarithm of x plus 14 over 15 equal logarithm of 9x plus 3. So logarithm equal logarithm, we can just simply set the argument equal to each other. So x plus 14 over 15 equal to 9x plus 3. Okay, so we have the new equation come in, but we don't want, when solving equation, we don't want the denominator. So it's the one way to solve the equation is we multiply 15 on both sides to get rid of the denominator. So we multiply 15 on both sides, and make sure you put this into the parenthesis because you have two terms. So on the left hand side, 15 and 15 got canceled. You have x plus 14 equal, let's multiply 15 times 9. What is 15 times 9? Will be 135x, and then plus 15 times 3, which is 45. Okay, and from this, now the equation become a simple equation. So we just combine like term. I'm gonna subtract x on both sides and subtract 45 on both sides. So I subtract x and subtract 45 on both sides. This will give us 14 minus 45 is negative 31 and 134x. So our x will be, x is negative 31 over 134 by divide 134 on both sides. All right, so the number is pretty weird, but let's approximate. So we have negative 31 over 134 is about negative 0.23. All right, so now we're gonna compare that with the domain to see if this is the solution of our equation or not. So the first one give us the domain is x plus 14 greater than 0. So x must greater than negative 14. The second one is a number, so we don't have to worry. The third one is 9x plus 3 greater than 0. So we have x greater than negative 3 over 9, which is negative 1/3. Okay, so we have two values. So which one is bigger? Negative 14 go first, and then negative 1/3 gonna be bigger. So we want the first domain condition give us that x must be greater than 14. The second condition give us x must greater than 1/3. So we take the one that shaped the triangle, which is this one. So our final domain will be x greater than negative 1/3, which is about 0.333, right? So if you double check on your calculator, you will have this is about negative 0.333. So negative 0.23 will be bigger than negative 0.33. It's somewhere right here. So we're gonna take this as a solution. So x equal negative 31 over 134 is the solution of this equation.